Imagine the terrifying realization of being trapped in an unknown cave where darkness and cold seem to be the only companions you have. A place where you're stuck with no escape, and the excitement you had to take this venture is replaced by the lifeless body of a once-loved friend. A decade ago, an unforeseeable tragedy began to unfold in the gorgeous location of the Cova dels Arquets in Spain. Ricard and Denisio, two fearless individuals united by a mutual love of exploration, set out on their most difficult trip yet, completely unaware of the dangers that lay ahead. This is their story, as well as the code to Arquet's 2014 calamity. Cova dels Arquets is an 80-meter limestone cave in the Morning area, popular among underwater photography enthusiasts and divers due to its accessibility and visibility. To reach it, drive from Leicester to De Molinier and swim north along the coast wall. At Point del Arquets, dive 50 to 60 meters and follow the bottom marine until you reach the entrance mouth. The entrance descends 33 feet below the sea surface, and the mouth opens to an ascending conduit filled with stones. The cave extends to a depth of 40 meters or 131 feet and is usually manageable for experienced divers. Despite its reputation as a relatively straightforward dive, it's been discovered by experts as a smaller opening leading to a muddy cavity. Despite its obscurity and potential visibility issues, the cave's existence was kept secret among a selective group of divers. However, in July 19th of 2004, a group of 4 friends set sail, seeking the mesmerizing allure of Captain Libari, a remarkable cliff formation formed during the separation of the Medici Islands from the mainland. The cave's existence was revealed by the sun's rays, casting a shimmering reflection upon their adventurous spirits. A complex system of underwater cavities awaited their discovery beneath the surface, carved by the same geological processes that sculpted the spectacular cliff. Undaunted by the potential dangers that lay ahead, 3 of the friends, Ricard, Denisio, and an unnamed companion, joyfully suited up in their diving gear and proceeded to dive into the mysteries of the submerged realm. Meanwhile, the 4th member of the group stood watchfully on the surface, entrusted with the critical task of guaranteeing their safety during this risky adventure. They embarked on their underwater dive without the aid of ropes or visible markers. They discovered the Cova dels Arquets, also known as the Cave of the Lobsters, which descended 10 meters below the sea surface. With the help of flashlights, they traveled 45 meters underground and underwater, exploring the cave's rock stretch ideal for lobster recruitment. However, when the rock ends, the grotto changes texture, leading to clay and unexplored territory. The unnamed diver, feeling overwhelmed by fear, decided to return to the surface. Ricard and Denisio, respecting his decision, decided to continue without him, a mistake that would prove fatal. They swam an additional 35 meters along the seabed, but their visibility diminished with each kick of their flippers. As they reached 80 meters, they decided to conclude their dive, but faced an unforeseen challenge as the silt in the water caused them to lose their sense of direction. Unbeknownst to them, their progress had unintentionally formed a dense cloud of mud-filled water behind them, effectively building a black wall. The path they had taken was now clouded, enveloped in impenetrable darkness, devoid of any apparent markers or guiding lines. Ricard and Denisio found themselves in a perilous situation with no way out. The gravity of their situation became clear when they realized their dive tank's limited oxygen supply was approaching critical levels. Their hunt for an exit turned into an agonizing battle against the clock. They saw a glimmer of hope when they saw a hairline crack in the ceiling above and started swimming towards it. They decided to squeeze through the unknown crack, oblivious to where it would lead them. The passage led them to a subterranean lake, a bubble of breathable air that seemed to have been waiting for them for centuries. Ricard and Denisio removed their equipment and felt as if they had just cheated certain death. They took photographs of the miraculous escape, capturing the moment with a mix of relief and exhilaration. They found solace in the unexpected surprise that awaited the rescue divers who would discover them alive upon their recovery. As hours ticked by, concern grew among Ricard and Denisio's companions on the surface. Corporal Fernando Aguirre, the group leader, swiftly organized the team for an immediate return trip to the dive site before nightfall. Although they had little hope, they understood that the air in Ricard and Denisio cylinders would likely deplete by now, leading to a tragic drowning. Unknown to those on the surface, Ricard and Denisio remained trapped within the air pocket that they had discovered. The bubble, measuring approximately 30 square meters with a height of 1.5 meters, seemed like a sanctuary in the midst of their ordeal. However, their prolonged presence within the confined space led to dire consequences. Ricard bore the brunt of the carbon dioxide effects more severely than Denisio. As Ricard's strength died, making it increasingly difficult for him to keep his head above the water's surface, Denisio witnessed his body becoming lifeless, slipping into the water. As 5 more excruciating hours passed, the relentless toll on Ricard and Denisio's bodies reached a devastating climax. With the air in their tanks dwindling to nothing, and the water still silt-laden and suffocatingly cold, the air pocket became their silent executioner. Physical paralysis gripped them, making them helpless in the face of their impending doom. Denisio, exhausted of every ounce of strength, could only watch as Ricard's lifeless body submerged into the depths below. A team led by Corporal Aguirre entered a cave to rescue Ricard and Denisio. However, their progress was halted by the murky aftermath of the disturbances caused by the trapped victim. Aguirre took the delicate decision to convince one of Denisio's diving friends to go into the cave and reach the bubble, following the line installation. Denisio, who was disoriented and dehydrated, got rescued by a policeman after being stranded in a cave. He refused to cooperate with the rescuers, and a plan was devised to seduce Denisio with a familiar face. After 24 hours, Denisio resurfaced, becoming the first diver to survive such an accident in Spain. A 3-year investigation concluded that Ricard died from hypercapnia, a condition caused by excessive carbon dioxide in the bloodstream. Both divers did not have the necessary training and took too many risks, especially without thread installation. Rumors circulated about Denisio's involvement or lack of help, but the report revealed that Denisio tried twice to save Ricard. So, what do you think? Do you think Denisio didn't help his best friend and left him to die to save himself? Or did he give up on himself and his friend, completely hopeless that they'll have any chance to make it out alive? Tell us what you think in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more chilling tales of survivors. We'll see you in our next video.